So I wanted to do an overview of the project that I'm going to be building on this channel. But before that, I kind of wanted to go over the projects that I have that have led up to this one. I've kind of been in the Wisconsin game, the car scene, for a number of years. I started out with a Civic. Oh yeah, that was the style then. Oh yeah, look at that guy. He thinks he's cool. But yeah, I mean, again, this was in 2003, so. And after that, I actually had a Integra, so I stuck with the Hondas for a while. I had that Integra was 1992 for about a couple of years. Actually, it was about a year or so. And then after that, I stepped up to the big boy game and ended up with my Evo. It's a picture of it at a car show I actually won a trophy at. This last May? Or 2 years ago, actually. I ended up selling the car actually last May. And coincidentally, I ran into the owner at the Wisconsin Car Enthusiast Club opening in this past 2 weekends ago, actually. That leads me to my next project, but I'm actually going to go ahead and go find a nice sunny spot where we can take some shots and go over the entire car. Alright, so I found myself a nice sunny, quiet little spot where I can do this. Like I showed you guys before, I've had a couple of cars in the past. I had that Evo, that was my pride and joy for a long period of time, and the only reason why I got rid of it is to acquire this new project, and that's a project that you'll be watching me build on this channel. And that project is... So I got this car in August of It is an August of 1991 build, so that means I got the car in last year. End of August is when I actually picked it up. I went through a lot of different options before I actually ended up pulling the trigger and picking this one up. I tried importing them from Canada. I thought about actually importing it myself. I contacted Derek over at Pacific Coast JDM. Maybe he can source one for me, and then I just deal with customs. But at the end of the day, what I ended up doing was I went with a place called Montu Motors, and they're located in Florida. And they did a great job for me. Shout out Montu Motors. When I got the car, it was bone stock, minus the Fujitsu exhaust, the Nardi steering wheel, and the bride seats. It also came with a turbo timer in there of... I have no idea what brand it is. I have the I have the instruction manual for it, which is in the car. I'll show you here in a little bit. But I added some stuff myself. These are the rotor grids. These are the wheels I changed out. I had the rotor grids in Hyper Black on my Evo, if you saw the picture earlier. I actually had a spare wheel left over from that project, so what I ended up doing was dry fitting that up to this, and it actually fit pretty well. The tires are a 245 40 R18, which is a decent sidewall with a little bit of stretch on it. But like I said, when I dry fitted, I thought there might be some clearance issues, but I didn't see that there are these janky wheel spacers that came with the car on there when I dry fitted it, so it actually fit pretty nice. I swapped out the suspension for a K-Sport option, a 32-way adjustable, full height, ride height, dampening, the whole 9 yards. Oh, also the car came with these N1 headlights. These are the N1 style headlights. It's the only N1 option that the car came with. As far as aftermarket mods that I added to the exterior besides the wheels, I did this Nismo style carbon fiber shroud here. She picked up from a company in Australia. And on the rear, I think you call it a gurney flap, but it is a Fujimura Rocket Dancer gurney flap, carbon fiber. Got that from Right Hand Drive Japan, or RHD Japan. If you have any Japanese imported car, I highly suggest, strongly suggest RHD Japan for any of your parts. They have OEM parts, they have aftermarket parts. A majority of the parts that I ordered on for this car were on that website. Seats. I'll pop the hood here. Open with my head. Well, like I said, when I got this, the engine was completely stock. I put the Apexy twin suction kit on. I also put the HKS super sequential on there. I also have an HKS lower hard pipe. The Cusco carbon fiber strut bar. You can see the top of the Case Sports there. You see the plate for Montu Motors. That's the company that I imported this vehicle through or with. Big shout out to them. And if you want to see what the vehicle looked like when I took delivery of it, when they imported it, you can also visit their website. It is on there. Otherwise, the engine's completely stock. There is what they call a boost pill. This is your boost solenoid here, and in this line there was actually I have it right here. Or do I? I don't have it right here. That's right, we'll edit that out. So what we have here, look in the boost line. You can see that. I'll get it in the sun here. You can actually see where you can actually see where the hose clamp was clamped to the boost solenoid there. And if you come over this way, you can actually see the yellow line that's on there. And if you look inside, that's what restricts your boost, which I pulled out. That will give you about I think it's about 7 psi to 14.1 or 2 or something of that nature. Also, in the Fujitsu exhaust, there was a mid muffler here which I had cut out. Now the only thing left is the catalytic converter. I do have the test pipe for that, and that'll be coming actually probably in the next episode. Move to the interior. Denardi steering wheel. Very bright seats. Pretty good condition. Don't be wonky on me. Came with a Tomei shift knob, and the carbon fiber surround here. I did it is from, again, Right Hand Drive Japan. I do believe it's from a company called Superior Auto Garage in Japan. Here's the turbo timer, the unnamed turbo timer that came with it. Here you can actually see the mileage. I think that equates to about 110,000. It's all in kilometers, which I mean this car is immaculate and is in immaculate condition for that type of mileage. So you can definitely tell it was driven and enjoyed by somebody who actually cared about the vehicle. And see here we have the actual instruction manual for the turbo timer. No idea. I mean, yeah. And for anybody who's imported or will be importing a Japanese vehicle, you end up with a device that looks something like this. This is essentially a Japanese iPass. I've gotten a lot of questions about that. I actually have the instruction manual for that here. Yep, if I can see if I can get a good angle. So this is essentially how it works. And I actually rather enjoy this photo here. Where is it? Oh, of course. I rather enjoy this photo here of the... Oh my god. If I can make this work for me. I thought this was pretty funny. I rather enjoyed this photo here that was in the manual. The guy laughing at all of the people who don't have the iPass. Ha ha. So that pretty much concludes the overview of the vehicle. I do believe the first project I'm going to have is putting the test pipe on, getting that cat out of there, and hopefully, I know this sounds a little childish, but I don't care. Hopefully we'll be breathing fire after that. That would be awesome. I also have a boost controller. Since I pulled that boost pill out, I want to make sure I have some steady, reliable boost levels, so I have a boost controller that I'll be putting in. I have to do some radio rewiring and some other things, so hopefully, thank you for joining me on this one, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Yes, please.